Hi everyone, I'm Miss Lisa with Wayne County Public Library, and today we're going to do the craft for this week. We talked about dragons, so we are going to make a dragon puppet. It's very simple. He's a cute little guy. This is my design. You can come up with your own, but I'm going to kind of give you the basics right now. So, what you're going to need is a sheet of construction paper. If you don't have construction paper, you want to use white, that's fine. You can draw on it, make your own design. That's even more cool. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to fold this sheet of construction paper lengthwise into thirds. Okay, thirds. That's, you know, you never think you're going to use math, but you always end up using it anyway. So, thirds. So that means you're going to have you have two folds, and there'll be three separate parts to the page, if you can see that. So I've folded it into thirds. Now you can glue this right here if you want, because you need this to stay together. I used tape because I find that tape keeps it on there a little bit more sturdy than glue. So I'm just going to stick some pieces of tape on here real quick. All right. So either tape or glue, like I said, right down the seam. Now the next thing you want to do is keep your tape and your seam on the inside. So that's going to actually fold out like this. We're going to fold it in half. So when I fold it in half, you're going to see your tape or your seam on the outside. Okay, so fold it in half. Now we're going to fold it back in half the other way, sort of like a mini origami. All right, fold it back in half this way, and that's going to form the base of your puppet. All right, it's a little thick. You might have to work if you need to get an adult to help you when you're using construction paper, because construction paper is thick. If you use cards, just regular paper, you shouldn't. All right, so you see that is the base of your puppet. You can do anything from here, but since we talked about dragons this week, we're gonna make a dragon. So the next thing you want to do is get another sheet of construction paper, and you can, like I say, or if you want to use just a plain sheet of white paper and color on it, that's fine too. Now what I find in making its wings and things is I can never draw them evenly. So I find that if you fold them in half, you'll get the same cut when you open it up. So let's see, we're going to fold this in half. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is make his wings. And this one, I end up folding the paper this way because it's just easier to make it even on both sides. So you're going to cut where the fold is here and the opening is down here. So I'm just going to first cut like this down. So as you can see, when you open it up, you're going to have wings, but we're going to make his wings a little fancy. So we're going to cut, look like dragon wings or bat wings or whatever. Okay, like that. So as you can see, now you've got your wings for your dragon. And you'll want to tape those onto your dragon. Okay. And like I said, you can use glue. I just prefer tape because it just works better for me. So tape that on here. Alrighty. And remember, we're going to tape this. Let's see. There we go. All right, so I've got his wings on, and I'm going to put it, see the opening where your hand goes in? We're going to put his wings back here because you still need to add his eyes and his nose and his mouth. Okay, so the next thing, we want his eyes to stand up so you can see him, how this little guy is here. So we're going to take, and I've cut 2 circles ahead of time, and that's where your glue stick comes in handy. We're going to glue an eye on to one. And if you don't have googly eyes, that's fine. You can draw eyes on your paper and make your own scary eyes. I'm just not that talented as far as artwork goes. And then I'm going to take something, you're going to need to make your eyes stand up. So what I did is I just kind of made a tab and just a little something for them to grab onto is what you're doing. So you can see like that. So you're going to have this little tab down here because that's what you're going to fold and tape onto your dragon. Okay. Right there. Well, let's get him on there. That's another thing about using tape. You can pick it up and move it if it's not where you want it to be. A little bit easier than you can with glue. Okay, do another one real quick. There and fold this back and get some tape on here. Okay. So as you can see, he has his eyes now. Kind of cool. Now dragons have long noses, so you're going to want to have a long nose for your dragon as well. So we are going to, and you can just kind of wing this. Just be free-flowing with your cut, which is what I did, and that can be his nose or a mustache, either way. And just glue or tape that on as well. Okay, and that's going to go right in the front here. All right, so we've got his little nose on here now. All right, so we are going to give him some nostrils, a little bit of a flare. And I've just got a black magic marker. You can use red, you can use any color that you want. Okay, so we've got his nose on and we took a black magic marker and drew little nostrils for him. Now, dragons are usually pretty fierce and have teeth. So I found that a paper plate will work for that just as well. And I cut out just, and again, I folded it in half because it makes it just a bit easier. Okay. And we are going to, let's see, start cutting some teeth here. And this is easy. You're just going to make that a little more even, or else you use the dentist. We're going to go up. And we're just going to cut little triangles out. I know everybody's probably made teeth before for their, well, whatever you're making teeth for. Okay. This is easy. You're just going to cut little triangles back and forth, back and forth. Oh, all right. We have teeth. So we're going to glue those right across here, or tape them, either way. As I said, I'm going to tape mine just because it'll stay better, but you can use glue certainly. All right. So there we go. Oh, he's looking fierce already with the wings and the nose and the teeth. But there's one thing that's missing, that fire coming out of his mouth. So what I did is I just took 3 colors that made me think of fire: red, orange, and yellow. Again, if you don't have the construction paper or cardstock, just use white paper and crayons and make them the fire colors that you want. This was really simple. I just put mine together and cut just a small square out. Okay. And this you don't have to be exact either. And I just kind of winged it, so to speak, with the flames. Okay. And make it look like fire, because, you know, that's what dragons breathe. Alrighty. And here we go. And one more little flame here on the end. Alright. So as you can see, I have my 3 colors together. Now when you get them cut, all you have to do is kind of spread them apart a little bit like that, and see it's sort of flame looking. And once again, I just taped it in his mouth in the back. Let me do that really quick with some more tape. There we go. And put it back here where his tongue would be. All right, we have our dragon. He does look kind of fierce. Let's put him with this guy, a blue one and a green one. So yeah, this is kind of cool. So you can make your dragon, fire breathing dragon. I hope you have fun with your dragon. And Like I said, you don't need to have googly eyes. You can draw your own eyes. You don't need to have construction paper. You can color your dragon however you want to, but you have the basics of how to do it. Okay? Well, I hope you have fun with your dragon. Thank you.